It's an honor and a privilege to join all of you today. Lots of things have been mentioned, and I'm absolutely inspired by all the different projects that are going on, not just for COP26, but for hopefully in the longer term as well. But I'd like to just explain a little bit about what Religions for Peace UK Women of Faith Network have been doing. Well, on International Women's Day 2020, we launched a project called Let Earth Breathe, Plant Trees. And it was nice to see that Greta was also talking about planting trees. And this was at the Nishkam Center in Birmingham. The trees, as the scientists say, are the lungs of the planet. They capture carbon by using carbon dioxide and give out oxygen, which is needed for our survival. Now, trees have played an important part in many religions. Using a symbolic act of planting a tree in your garden or in your place of worship or in your city or those council parks, green spaces within businesses would enable discussion on the climate crisis and what can be done individually and collectively in preparation for COP26 in Glasgow at the end of this year. Now, remember, this was last year. So the project was hoping to develop peace groves throughout the UK, but then we had lockdown and everything was put on hold. The peace groves would enable those who do not have a garden to get involved, and those who would find it easier to donate money to plant some trees and see the development of the peace grove. And the event concluded with the planting of a tree in the grounds of the Gurdwara in Birmingham. So that was our symbolic planting of a tree of peace in a place of worship. And a similar planting of a tree of peace took place in Edinburgh, led by the then moderator of the Church of Scotland, the Right Reverend Colin Sinclair. But this year, the UK Women of Faith Network is changing its direction and will be raising awareness and running an advocacy campaign to support the building of the Great Green Wall in Africa. The Great Green Wall is an African-led movement with an epic ambition to grow an 8,000-kilometer natural wonder of the world across the entire width of Africa. 11 countries are planting a wall of trees from east to west across Africa, just under the southern edge of the Sahara Desert. The goal is to fight the effects of climate change by reversing desertification. A decade in, and a lot of people don't know about this Great Green Wall of Africa, roughly only 15% has been achieved. And the initiative is already bringing life back to Africa's degraded landscapes at an unprecedented scale, providing food security, jobs, and a reason for millions who live along its path to stay. The wall promises to be a compelling solution to the many urgent threats, not only facing the African continent, but the global community as a whole, notably climate change, drought, famine, conflict, and migration. And it says that once it's complete, the Great Green Wall will be the largest living structure on the planet, 3 times the size of the Great Barrier Reef. It is a global symbol for humanity, overcoming its biggest threat, our rapidly degrading environment. And it shows that if we can work with nature, even in challenging places like the Sahel in Africa, we can overcome adversity and build a better world for generations to come. Thank you.